Hi, and welcome back to Davis Sports Report. In this video, we will be recapping Week 10 of the AP Top 25 Women's College Basketball Ranking. We will be discussing teams that are in the top 10 of the top 25. We will discuss the injury bugs from Week 10. We will also discuss the undefeated teams and the must-watch games of Week 11. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button to help us grow the channel and turn on notification to be updated as we drop new content. Let's jump right in. Your top 10 of the top 25 AP teams are number 1, UCLA, number 2, South Carolina, number 3, Notre Dame, number 4, USC, number 5, Texas, number 6, LSU, number 7, UConn, number 8, Maryland, number 9, Ohio State, who rose one spot, taking over the number 9 spot from Oklahoma, who fell one spot to number 10. After falling to their previously Big 12 rivalry, which both teams are now in the SEC, taking up that rivalry once again, Texas coming out on top, 80-73. The big hitters for the game for Texas, Madison Booker was in foul trouble, so she only played 18 minutes. She had 4 fouls. Showing up big for Texas was one of the freshmen, this time Jordan Lee, had 17 points, went 4 for 5 from the three-point line off the bench. Olaker putting up 12 points and 7 rebounds. Point guard Rory Harmon had 16 points and 8 assists. Taylor Jones also chipped in 14 points. In the loss, transfer Regan Beers also found herself on the bench with 4 fouls. She finished with 11 points. The leading scorer for the Soners was Peyton, putting up 23 points along with 8 rebounds and 4 assists. She also had 4 fouls. Liz Scott was a big contributor, putting up 14 points off the bench. Oklahoma had 2 big games in Week 10. The other game was against undefeated Tennessee. Oklahoma got out to a big lead, at one point leading Tennessee by 12 points. But in the fourth quarter, Tennessee would play lockdown defense, picking up the Soners from half court. However, Oklahoma was able to narrowly escape by 1 point. The big contributors for the Soners was Peyton putting up 16 points and 5 rebounds. Regan Beers chipped in 13 points, 8 rebounds. And off the bench, the Scott sisters showed up big. Liz Scott had 11 points and 5 rebounds. Raina Scott also chipped in 11 points and 5 assists. For Tennessee, Jules Spear was on fire, knocking down 6 of 11 three-pointers for 28 points, also nabbing 5 rebounds and 3 steals. Tylasha Cooper had an off night from 3. She went 0 for 6 from 3, but she still finished with 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 steals. I'll repeat that, 9 steals. Samara Spencer had 16 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals. Tennessee forced Oklahoma into 31 turnovers and was still unable to win the game. Week 10 was not without drama, as USC would face off against Rutgers in New Jersey. Hours before the game, Rutgers star Kiyomi McMillan took to social media to apologize to her fans and supporters, stating that she would not be playing in the game and that this was a decision by her coach, Coquise Washington. Without their leading scorer, McMillan, USC demolished Rutgers 92-42, one of their worst defeats in the school program. Juju Watkins, who did not have her best game, tallied 23 points but 14 huge rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Showing up big for USC was the freshman Kennedy Smith with 19 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 6 steals. Kiki Arioffen contributed 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 blocks. For Rutgers, Destiny Adams had a double-double of 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 steals. The other major contributor for Rutgers was JoJo Lacey with 14 points and 4 rebounds. Week 10, we also saw the injury bug hitting a couple of major programs. The first one happened in a game between UConn and Villanova. In the fourth quarter, Paige Beckers and Villanova's freshman Jasmine Bosco collided going after a loose ball when Bosco unintentionally fell and rolled up onto Paige's knee. Paige did manage to log 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 steals before leaving the game in the fourth quarter. Finishing strong for UConn was strong, no pun intended, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and a block. There's been an update. Paige Bueckers avoid major injury with just a knee sprain and is expected to miss 1 week. Later on Sunday, in the game between South Carolina and Mississippi State, South Carolina Ashlyn Watkins suffered a knee injury of her own driving to the baseline, colliding with a Mississippi player and going down. And the update coming out of South Carolina is not good. It's very unfortunate. Ashlyn Watkins, who's out for the season, dealing with an ACL tear. Ashlyn, we hope to see you back next year, better than ever. Ole Miss fell out of the top 25 for the first time this season in a loss to Texas A&M, 60-58. For Texas A&M, Soleil Williams scored 18 points, and off the bench, Jada Malone contributed 14 points and 7 rebounds. There were 3 Texas players in double digits, but it wasn't enough, especially in that fourth quarter where they scored 6 points and allowed Texas A&M to put up 20 points, getting defeated 60-58. Moving along to the teams that remain undefeated coming out of Week 10. Number 1, UCLA, now 15-0. Number 7, LSU, now 17-0. Number 8, Maryland, 14-0. Number 9, Ohio, 14-0. And Georgia Tech, ranked number 13, 15-0. Here are the games you must watch in Week 11. Tonight at 8:30 p.m. on FS1, number 4 ranked USC will take on number 8 ranked Maryland, who hopes to stay undefeated, while USC is hoping to give Maryland that first L. Also playing tonight at 7 p.m. on B1G Plus Network, number 9 Ohio State hopes to stay undefeated as they face off against number 25 Michigan and their freshman phenom Silas Swords. And on Thursday at 6:30 p.m. on the SECN Plus Network, we have the undefeated 6th-ranked LSU facing off against number 16 ranked Tennessee. Tennessee just took a loss, spoiling their undefeated record, and are hoping to play spoiler to LSU undefeated record. And perhaps one of the biggest games of the week will be the SEC showdown between number 2 South Carolina taking on number 5 Texas, which will be aired on ESPN, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus. South Carolina will be without one of their bigs, Ashlyn Watkins, so they're going to need Joyce Edwards and Adele Tack to step up because Texas has some big players. This may be a trick game for South Carolina. Will Maryland and LSU remain undefeated? Will Texas hand South Carolina their second loss of the season? Share your thoughts in the comment. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.